Hi everyone, welcome to my 500 subs battle with TheKillerNacho. It's a Magikarp versus Feebas Metronome battle. Alright, so his IB uses a defense curl and raises his defense, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be stupid. But I'm a pro, and Lemonz used Leech Seed. But his Ubers hardens, and I'm like, oh, really? So BeefJerky decides to slap around I-Beat, and also Lemonz really likes I-Beat, so anyway, so Lemonz just gonna thrash his Uber as best as a lemon can. And so he's gonna send all his little zeolites at me and attack my Lemonz and get a crit, and I'm like, oh, okay. So BeefJerky doesn't like that, and so he's gonna focus splash Ivy. And so Ivy counters with a lock on, and yeah, oh man, I wonder what it could possibly be doing. So anyways, so I get the Leech Seed, and then his Ubers is gonna mind read my Lemonz, and Lemonz doesn't really have much of a mind. So BeefJerky sings, but his Magikarp can't listen because I don't know. And so IB uses Drill Peck on Lemonz, and I'm like, man, at least I'm taking your HP away. So his Ubers decides to, do a real pro move and use a Aqua Ring, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be annoying. So BeefJerky uses a Waterfall on Ubers, and it does nothing. So IB uses Bug Bite on Lemonz, and Lemonz just gonna keep thrashing that Uber and then get confused, and I'm like, oh, poor Lemonz. So yeah, and Aqua Ring's gonna be really annoying and restore health, and so this thing's gonna discharge. I'm like, seriously? And again, he gets a crit, and so he hurts BeefJerky a lot, and he hurts Lemonz, and at least he hurts Ubers a lot too. So I'm like, yes, maybe I can get Ubers down. But then I growl. BeefJerky likes to growl, obviously. So he's gonna use Blaze Kick, and where the heck did he grow feet to kick me? Whatever. So I hurt myself confusion and die. Poor Lemonz. So Ubers is restoring health, so I send in Sean Connery. And he's gonna block me from healing, and Sean Connery no, he doesn't like that. So he's gonna use a Teeter Dance and confuse everyone. So BeefJerky is confused, Ubers is confused, and IB is confused. Good job, Sean Connery, you confused everyone. Anyway, so BeefJerky, breaks through that confusion and uses Spatial Rend and gets a crit on IB, but that's pretty pointless, and Ubers is just not dying. So he sends out his Uber Arceus, and I'm like, oh man. But the only, logical thing to do is use Metronome. I mean, what else can I do? So I tickle that Uber, and and his Arceus uses Icy Wind, and that's going to lower my speed, and it's not like Sean Connery or BeefJerky was faster than them anyway. So Sean Connery is gonna read Arceus's mind, and Ubers hurts himself in confusion, and Arceus is going to use Charge and bring up his special defense, so maybe if he ever got off an electrical attack, it'll hurt like a beast. But I get the Volt Tackle. BeefJerky gets the Volt Tackle on that Arceus, and it does a lot of damage. And so Sean Connery decides to give that Uber a mean look, and but it's gonna not do anything and hurt itself. It's so confused at life. So Arceus uses Rain Dance, and you know what? Yeah, that's pointless, but Sean Connery doesn't like that idea, so he uses Sunny Day because he's Sean Connery. Yeah, so Ubers is just not dying. He was almost dead, now he's almost half health, and so this thing's gonna convert into normal type because he hates being water, so he's gonna be normal and stuff. So this thing is gonna defense curl. I'm like, can you be more, of a pest? So I Feather Dance it to lower its attack, and Sean Connery uses Spore and puts that Arceus to sleep. And so Sunlight's beating down on us, and we're flopping around and yeah, so anyway, so Ubers decides to use Dizzy Punch on BeefJerky, and now BeefJerky is confused. Because, it's pretty terrible when BeefJerky is confused. Who knows what could happen. So Sean Connery uses Minimize. Evasion Claws. The Sunlight's still strong. Blah, 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 blah. And now Ubers is back in green health. Seriously? Anyway, so Ubers uses Sleet Flare and miss. I'm like, yes. And Sean Connery confuses the sleeping Arceus. Boy, Sean Connery really hates Arceus. So BeefJerky is struggling and is hit with recoil and dies. And so I'm, you know, I have to send in my Magikarp, because I just have to. So Magikarp uses Hypnosis, but it misses. I'm like, nay. So his Ubers used to struggle, and finally, maybe I can take it down when it struggled to death. So Sean Connery uses Sky Uppercut on Arceus. That is a normal type. I am like, go Sean Connery. And, yeah, uses a struggle and, whoa, sorry about that. And so my Magikarp is now a ghost. Yeah, because Magikarp likes to be ghost type. Anyway, so now Sean Connery's gonna use Silver Wind and take out Ubers. Finally! Holy freaking crap. Alright, so he sends out his penis, and I'm like, man, do you really? So his penis pecked my Magikarp, and I feel very violated, and so Magikarp is gonna, you know, be critted upon, and, you know, counter with a revenge on his penis, and yeah, so Sean Connery uses Metal Claw on his penis, and that's not very effective. Yeah, so Magikarp decides to use Outrage. I'm like, man, so Magikarp's going OD on his penis, and and Sleep Powder miss, so that's good. So Arceus hurts himself in confusion and dies. So Sean Connery's struggling because he can't think of your mother jokes, and so that was supposed to be Gyarados sucks, but I thought it was like Gaara sucks from like Naruto, and I'm like, you don't like Gaara? And he's like, that's supposed to be Gyarados. I'm like, oh. So yeah, gets a crit and on like his own like ally with Earthquake, and I'm like, man. So my Magikarp is outraging on that penis, and Sean Connery uses struggle on Gyarados sucks, and so his penis uses agility. Woo! So that's one awfully quick penis. Anyway, so Gyarados dives underwater, predicting my Magikarp switched onto opponents in Sean Connery's struggle, hits himself in confusion, and faints. And so I sent out HIV to take out that penis. And his penis is going to pursuit HIV, and I'm like, well, I do not think so. So I use Icy Wind, but his penis avoids the attack, and I'm like, no! So Magikarp decides to use barriers, set up his defenses and stuff. And, yeah. So Gyarados sucks, you know, hurts Magikarp. But then his penis gets a crit on that and poisons HIV. How does that work? Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? And thank God that guillotine missed. So HIV is gonna glare at Gyarados sucks, and Magikarp's confused now and hurt itself and will ultimately die next turn, probably. So his penis decides to go for Shadow Ball on the wrong one, and I'm like, whew. Man, this penis is putting up a good fight. So HIV uses Luster Purge on Gyarados sucks, and I get a special defense drop, and I guess that's cool. So he's gonna spit up nothing because he can't, and so HIV is hurt by poison. So I send in my Void, and Void is gonna take a Seismic Toss that'll automatically do 100 damage. I'm like, really? So Void uses Water Pulse on that penis, and that penis is defeated. Man. Anyways, so HIV flails around because there's no penis left and hurts the Gyarados, and he missed with Dynamic Punch, but I'm still poisoned. I'm like, oh man. So he sends out the best state of the year, and you transform into Feebas. So look at that, Feebas and Magikarp forever. So yeah, look at them. They look all happy about life. Not really. Well, they look, I don't know. So anyways, this stupid Gyarados sucks gets a Power Whip, and I'm like, seriously? So he kills HIV, and March 2010 uses Overheat, and he gets a crit. Yeah, gay. But he gets special attack drop. So I'm like, Spike Cannon, like, oh man, in order for me to win, I gotta get this down. But I fail horribly. But it's paralyzed. I'm like, oh Void, oh come on Void, don't fail me. And so yeah, Bubble Beam does nothing, and so I'm like, fire in my laser with a Hydro Cannon, and it's gonna try to read my mind, but I gotta recharge. So you know what? Best ending ever. I mean, Then Void got KO'd, Gyarados sucks got KO'd, and so did the best state of the year. And so yeah, it was a great battle. It was so fun. Bye. And that was my 500 sub special Metronome battle, Feebas versus Magikarp against my good friend TheKillerNacho. I never thought I'd reach 500, but I guess I did, and I'm gonna keep going, hopefully. So keep subscribing, keep the comments coming, and thanks guys for everything. Bye.